Hello everyone, my name is Cassandra Moda and today I'll be sharing with you a time that forever changed my life. Beginning of high school, I was very determined to play many sports, volleyball, basketball, and softball. Sports have been a great way for me to just move away from reality and just reflect on myself and just have all the sweat down me, having fun and doing whatever. And so I was very passionate about sports. Therefore, I just finished volleyball season. I had a great season. It was fun having new experiences, getting to know new people. And then it was basketball season. Knowing that I was in volleyball season, I didn't have much time to do any pre-workouts or anything like that with my basketball team. But I had a few little workouts here and there. And then as soon as I knew it, our first game was coming up, a preseason game, and it was at GCCC, Glendale Community College. And at that time, I was really nervous and anxious, just knowing that once again, this is a new team. I'm a freshman, getting to know everything, getting familiar. And so I get there, like I said, very nervous, as I think everybody was. We start warming up. I think I was so nervous when I was warming up, I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. I was just observing everybody, the other team's players, putting my gear on, my knee pads, my shoes, everything like that. And then it was time to play. The clock started. I'm on the bench. I'm a freshman. I was on varsity, but I was a freshman. I wasn't that good, but I had the opportunity to still be there. So I was on the bench, and then a few minutes passed by. Once it hit the 6-minute mark in the first quarter, coach put me in. That time I was so nervous. I couldn't believe that she had put me in at all. But once again, it's a preseason game, so I try not to put too much pressure on myself. So the time came. I'm in there where the other team inbounds the ball, and on their side they shoot the shot and I get the rebound. That was my first rebound I have ever had with that team in general. I started dribbling down the ball down the court. It was a fast break, fast break, fast break, fast break, and I see my teammate at the other side of the gym, and I see her arms wide open, and as soon as I know it, I'm trapped with a bunch of opponents around me. And as I'm dribbling on the sideline, I feel somebody hit my leg, and I hear a pop in my leg, and I was like, at that moment I couldn't really think. I just fell down to the ground, and I was like, oh no. I thought I had broken. I was like, is this what a broken leg feels like? Is this what this and this feels like? But overall, I was just in so much shock. There was no tears, no anything. I was just in shock of what was happening because I had never felt this pain before. So I was on the floor. I get up and I can walk, which was really weird. So I was like, okay, I don't think I broke my leg. However, there was just this really bad pain inside of my knee. So I don't play for the rest of the game, even though I was asked, hey, I'm good, like you could put me in the rest of the game. They're like, no, it's a preseason game. Don't try to attempt and do anything worse to your knee. Therefore, the next morning, I go to the doctor. She said it's probably just a sprain. I'm like, okay, I could wait a few weeks and then I'm back on the court. Then comes the time where I'm like, okay, I think I need an MRI. So we go to get an MRI, which I knew nothing of. I don't know any of the things that belong in our knees at this point. So therefore, I got an MRI. We get the results back a week later. And if it turns out that I tore my ACL. So the ACL is a ligament that helps attach your knee together, and I lost one of those. You have 4 and I lost one. And therefore I was like, I don't even know what an ACL is. Like, is it really important? Do I really need it? And it turns out that I needed surgery. And I never had a big surgery before. I was really nervous. However, I just knew that with my family and a bunch of support, I knew that I could get through it. And so I get the surgery. It was successful, thankfully, but it turns out that I needed a year of physical therapy. And that's when my life just felt like it was draining on me, and I had so much pressure and just so much guilt that I could even put myself in a position where I can get injured. And I would blame myself every day, like, you didn't stretch enough, you didn't do this enough. But overall, things happen in our life. And I think the thing that I'm most proud of is that taking this as an opportunity not to just sit and watch other people play, but see how I could get back on the court or do other things that I love. So therefore, I had the opportunity to become president of leadership, president of a Fresh Faith Club. I was a secretary for our Poly Senate. So things like that came out of this amazing experience because, like I said, since I couldn't play any sports, I had time for other things as well. And I just didn't want to sit and relax, but I took that as an opportunity to just push forward and see other things that may be in my career path, some things that I may like. And it was an amazing experience. I don't regret it one bit, even though I tore my other ACL 10 months after into recovery. But once again, it was another trial coming my way that I just had to be prepared for. Thank you so much for listening to my story, and remember that no matter how hard things are getting into your life, there's always that silver lining, that little gap of hope that allows you to push forward.